A single point
out here. What is
the team for
FA Cup champions? Yeah, here for the 44th Joe Pete one-day encounter, and I'm here at the toss. I have the two captains, Santosh Gunatilaka of St. Peter's College, Jehan Daniel of St. Joseph's College. Tails is the call. Tails it is, and St. Joseph's College has won the toss. And Jehan, what would you do?
Do I want to bet first?
Santosh Gunatilaka and Revan Kelly, I'm looking forward for that.
So they will get here in time. That's a big stroke and will run away to the boundary. Johan getting off the mark for the Josephians.
That's the length that you don't want to bowl at Revan Kelly. Short, 50 over.
Oh well, yet again, exactly where he was punished the earlier time.
There's that shorter length again. Gee, these batsmen are making maximum use out of these punts.
Stepping outside, and this is what the captain ordered.
See the turn that he gets, drifts in. What he did was he went against the turn a little bit. Over extra cover would have been a better option, but
oh, very unfortunate down the leg side.
oh, that's a really bad long hop.
Shot played by Johan, where they were going quite well. And as I scored, there has been a brilliant shot played through mid-wicket for 4 by Nipun on the board. They need to get right up to the ball.
Good stroke from Kelly on that occasion. It's running down to the fine leg boundary. That is another boundary.
By having a square leg and a mid-wicket to ensure that anything short doesn't go to the boundary.
This time it's a very good hit from Revan Kelly. He gets hold of it and bat through these innings, especially the middle overs.
Bit of sloppy work by the Pete Wrights, which has resulted in extra runs. The bowler being a bit adventurous, threw it at the wicket keeper. It was a rash throw.
He has been given the reins for this one-day match, and that's another boundary. Revan Kelly has been a treat.
Kelly is approaching. There we go. There we go. No ball signaled as well. And that is it. That's his 50. Revan Kelly finally getting there. Could have been a good over, been spoiled by himself. Nobody to be blamed there. So Nipun Sumanasinghe, what an opportunity for him now.
So they'll be eyeing for that as we see Revan Kelly going for that big stroke, and that's a 6. Probably the effect of this partnership as we see another beautiful stroke. Excellent batting by this Josephian pair, Nipun Sumanasinghe and Revan Kelly.
He's darting the ball in at his pads. He's trying to give room as we see. There we go. There we go. Finally, he fell for it. And this time around, he has to depart.
It was a very poor stroke there by Revan Kelly.
Bit more on wide out of the off stump, but this time Jehan Daniel, what a shot that was. Look at the base.
They can afford to take a risk or two with 8 wickets still in the bag. Played down a fine leg. Is that trickling away? Yes, it is. In fact, it is.
Another comfortable single playing with the turn. Nipun Sumanasinghe.
That the Josephians have experienced when you think that Revan Kelly was the aggressor in that partnership. Well, one thing they're missing is taking the pace off the ball. We haven't really seen much of that today. Well, that looks very, very plumb indeed. It is given out.
Yeah, better length from Shivan. He'll be happy with that. Yeah, that would have, 50-50 would have clipped the, bring it down to 200. This one, Jehan Daniel took the fielder on. He would have had to be, 15 yards outside the boundary if he wants to catch that.
As you come back, Paulinus, I just want to complete what I just mentioned because there's a fall of a wicket where Daniels has spooned the catch. A lazy shot that has been played by Daniel, and as I did mention earlier on there, you could see it on the replay. Miflal there was a change. Miflal has come in. He has made the right breakthrough.
Well, that looked very, very close. If the keeper actually got a hand on that, that would have been curtains for the batsman. But in the end, it trickles over the boundary. Let's see, wait for the umpire signal. It's given leg byes.
Bowling through the difficult middle period. That's a beautiful shot and will run down to the boundary. Welcome boundary for the Josephians.
Well, that is hit straight up. There's a fielder coming under it, and he safely pouches it. That is, in the end, you'd have to say a very, very soft dismissal. See the bat handle turn in his hands. There we are. Not the most convincing looking stroke he's ever played. I beg your pardon for the off spinner. Well, that's in the air. Just evading that fielder at short third. Is running down to the boundary. Will he make it? No, he won't. Just trickles over the line as well.
A new stroke. The next one, Hoik to the vacant deep square leg region. No chance of stopping that.
This is an interesting stroke from Will Lalage. He might have picked up the gap between deep backward square and mid wicket. That's a welcome boundary for Will Lalage. 260 from here on, so they might be looking for more. Even this is another good stroke from Will Lalage. It's running down to the fine leg boundary. It's consecutive boundaries for Will Lalage.
Managed to get a couple of boundaries through. Next ball tapped and very quick single. Very close call, I'd say. Yes, umpire Ruchira Palyaguru. And that's it for Ravindu. So we see the replay.
A very good piece of fielding by the field at point. Josephians will look to get to 270, and that is another wicket. Dine Jayakodi chipping it back to the bowler.
At this 44th one-day encounter between St. Joseph's and St. Peter's. Toss the ball, Jayakodi. That was a half stroke of sorts.
That is a wicket straight away for Shivan Perera.
So now the Josephians are in a bit of a conundrum, I'd say, purely because there's a couple of overs still remaining. There we go, that's a massive hike. There's a field underneath it. And yes, that's it. That's the end of the Josephian inning. The final wicket.
Not much of an option in this last over for Gamage. He had to go for it. Unfortunately, he found the deep in wicket field.
We probably could get the scorecard. Here we go. Revan Kelly made a wonderful 59.
This is the bowling card for the Pete Wrights. Shivan Perera, Miflal Amin and Santush Gunatilaka all picking up 2 wickets apiece.
Here you go, the first ball of the Pete Wright innings. Into the gap, but run straight in the fielder and a misfield. Did it run to the boundary?
And there he is, gone. We see it was unconvincing during the earlier stroke.
A couple runs and now a wicket. Here we go, that's the replay. Just outside the off stump, edging it off the slip fielder. A simple catch at the end.
And yes, it's given. In fact, it's given.
Comes into the scene and that's the replay. Jahan Daniel going a little full this time and straight onto that leg. And that appeal. Once again, a huge appeal, and that's it. The second wicket for Jahan Daniel, and that's the Cobra dance.
As in the game, his first over takes 2 wickets. There we go. This is a much more straightforward decision than the previous one. And there we go, just evading that fielder in the covers. Well, these Peter Wright batsmen are living very, very dangerously, I'll tell you that. Just evading the fielder once again. So was
So 2 boundaries of this over.
Next one shot. Well played there by Runmith. He got onto the back foot. Easy pickings for him. He taken high up to the sky. The next ball hoiked over the middle of Fieldsman. Fieldsman trying to get to it, but he fails to do so. That's a boundary to Santush Gunatilaka.
And bowlers, then of course the Pete Wright will be in trouble. And as I mentioned,
Silva from the tennis court, and this one was fuller. Beautifully played. Didn't try to hit too hard, did he? And got the gap.
For the team batting first, and also it's so easy for the team batting second. And as we see, it has been hit right over extra cover for another 6.
He has to finish well. The short delivery, that one again played beautifully. This one in front of square, a couple of bouncers into the fence. Oh, he was unlucky. Going for that big shot over mid wicket, thick inside edge. This is a lightning fast outfield here at SSC. Took a calculated risk and went towards the leg side and connects it well, executed well. So that brings another boundary.
That the fielders are also a little more. They're taking their time over it.
Yeah,
in
it's that
between
straighter
overs.
delivery, Carlton, on the start per over. Beautiful slower delivery, but picked up well by Gunatilaka. It was like he was waiting for that one, didn't he? And picked it well off the hand.
This is India. This is gone. This is a big wicket. Coming back into this game because it's 109 now and a lot of runs to play with. Just pushed at it. Just a very good field position there. And this time, this is gone. This is gone. What a wicket there. The delivery. And there goes the Pete Wright captain.
Shouldn't have done that. He was on 49, very well said. He just lost his composure and calmness after that wicket. Have made
Look
way back
at
to
that.
the game
This
and
time, Sachin Mahinda Singh, the Banda, he couldn't get that and he collects another boundary.
anywhere around the globe. It's the 44th Battle of the Saints ODI encounter which you're watching, and that's in the gap.
Oh, yes,
And
that's a good shot. That's a good little shot there and just...
Daniel in his 4th over. That struck well, will run away to the boundary. Yes.
This one picked it up towards the leg side, and that is a very good catch by Nipun Sumanasinghe.
By Sumanasinghe wasn't easy at all. Take a look at the replay. It was well hit. On the ropes, timed his jump very well. Sumanasinghe, tall lad. Well allocated to continue from the Vidyalaya end, and that was very, very lucky. Everyone missed it. We're just going to tell you it looked like goal, but here is Anjula. Boyagoda going on to score 100 runs. That's held up. And a slip.
That's delicate touch from him. Beautifully played. This is what I can't understand. Josephians.
Antonians now in a spot of bother. 93 for 6. Played up Ishley. And that's gone. Anjula.
That's up India. And he's been caught. That's the 8th wicket.
That's a brilliant catch though. Take a look at this one. He had to run back. Never easy. And Sachin Daniel.
Players and spectators and all the fans. And this is a big shot. It's towards the long on boundary and a very good catch. That's a bit of brilliant work.
Was running in through. It was a brilliant catch. There you go. That's a replay. It was hit perfectly. Cleared it all the way, but very unfortunate. Just at the right moment. And look at him in the replay. Very mindful of his feet. Did he touch the boundary there?
I think he did.
Did he touch the boundary well?
There it is. That is the moment. Jehan Daniel puts the final nail in the coffin, and he has done it for the Josephians.
There you go. Breaking the 3-year hurdle. St. Joseph's College win this 44th one-day encounter. At the batting card of St. Peter's College. There you go. That's the batting card. Jehan Daniel will stand out. 7.1 overs, 21 runs given away.